Good evening, race fans. We're looking to start our second live stream of the night. We've got a doubleheader tonight at the NASRAC NAPA Cup Series, Season 7, Season 7, Week 2, Race 2. So it's going to be at Bristol tonight. Let me see if I can pull up a details card here. So that is our race details card. We are standing by waiting to get the green light from the race directors. They were just transitioning. They were just transitioning from finishing their race at Watkins Glen, and I will be right back. Okay, race fans, again, we're waiting for our second race of our doubleheader tonight. It's the Season 7, Week 2, Race 2 at Bristol. It's going to be a 25% race. We had a makeup race, which was our Week 1, Race 2 at Watkins Glen just earlier in this evening, so the drivers are getting prepared to change out their setups, get their Bristol cars on the track, get warmed up, and get their briefing for the race directors for their next race. And this is a NASRAC NAPA Cup Series special event race, end of era, one of our 7 that will have a prize of a $10 PlayStation gift card for the winner. Please stand by.
Scenery is changing. months sleeping all alone and on your side. It's been a long year.
All right, race fans, we're looking to hopefully join the race chat here as they're finishing up their qualifying. Listen in and hear who got the pole and any last instructions by the race directors. What's up, drivers? How'd qualifying go?
Good.
We went left 30 times.
Don't know who's finished.
I was gonna say I went
starting
about
your
37.
So who do we have starting in the front row?
We have not loaded into the lobby yet.
Drum roll.
I'm hoping to start.
Waterforce and Jacob.
Looks like 15 and 17 are starting in the front row for our second race of the doubleheader.
The first race.
Damn, I've been 5th qualifying.
Can we invert the field?
I got you 43.
Hey,
I'll let the
See, it works out.
And JB, right?
13.
Did you get JB back?
Yeah, and JB. Yeah, I'll get him too.
Yeah, both thing we did yesterday.
If you want to, grab him. Yeah.
I thought I had him, but must not.
we're gonna let the race directors get back to doing
yeah,
what they
there
need
you
to
go.
do.
Okay,
Get
you got
there.
it.
And I'm getting invitations now, so we will see that come up here on the board. Just let me know when you roll. Once they roll, I can then join and watch. And that's what we're coordinating right now. So appreciate you bearing with us. Again, this is somewhat new. We're experimenting with our audio and video capabilities here at NASRAC headquarters. We're trying to bring some of our fine, fast, clean racing action to our YouTube channel with these live streams. Hopefully you'll find them exciting, fun to watch, and also as an avenue to find us on Discord and potentially join us on track for some races. Sometime before the end of the stream, the Discord invite will go up. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and throw that up now in the upper right corner. And grab your phone, point it, click the link, join us on your Discord, let us know what type of racing you're interested in, and we will have one of our admins reach out to you and get you on track for some practice. Stand by as we load into race. Joining in. All right, here we go. This is 25% with stages on so that we can get all the points squared away for our season 7. This is only week 2, race 2. We do have stage points for the top 5 stage finishers, and of course points all the way back for all finishers for the end of the race. I'll again put the Discord in the upper right corner. For anybody that's interested, we do keep detailed race stats, both for our history. This is our Season 7 of the NAPA Cup Series on NASCAR Heat 5. And we hope to see some of you viewers join us on our Discord, and we'll get you on track for some tryouts and hopefully for some good, hard, fast, clean racing. Getting ready to get on the track here. Let's see if we can't get another invite. We'll use another invite here. Looks like we had a little bit of a connection issue. Dropped our connection Looks like they are at least now 5 laps in. Hopefully we'll be able to jump right in and see where the leaders were. This is a race where we are expecting some lap down cars. It's going to be the job of the race directors, especially when there's any cautions. And if you know Bristol, you expect there's going to be some cautions just to keep things clean, keep the cars in order, make sure we keep track of cars for lucky dogs, etc. All right, here we are. So we're getting ready to go. So the 15, the 17, they're racing P1, P2 right now. We're our front row sitters. Looks like we've got Ozzy working in P3 there, and let's see if we can't move back through the field just a little bit. There we go. We got Ozzy in the 8 car. Good battle here. 48 Typhoid is right in the mix. It's all a battle for third. It's going to be tough to call this and be able to get through the field. With all these cars, tight action here. There's going to be a lot of movement. Ozzy's pretty much staying in the tracks. He's got to be looking in his mirror. He's going to be staying in the tracks of the 17. Got another fast car there. These drivers are able to use the middle part of the track. Even though they're looking in their mirrors, you've got to be expecting somebody, if they get a little bit of a charge, to get underneath them. Looks like 17 and 19 are both protecting that low side now. 48 and 51, that's Typhoid and Rhino. Rhino's definitely working that low groove. Might have been some contact. The 48, see if we can't move back. Here's the 8 car working on the 19. We see Jacob in the red car out front in P1. 8 car's thinking of looking. You can have all the momentum in the world, but if you can't put your car where you need to put it safely, then it's not time to use it. We promote fast, clean, respectful racing here at NASRAC. We'd rather have good, clean racing with good racing battles throughout the field than have 1 or 2 cars just lap the field or have a bunch of cautions. So everybody enjoys green flag laps. Looks like the 19 is either trying to get a different angle on the 17. Touch the wall, momentum killer right there. It's going to give the 8 a little bit of a chance, trying to look at an overhead here. You can see how close they're running. It's one thing about having clean, respectful drivers. You can drive that close, feel confident that you're not going to wreck. Looks like Rhinos and Typhoid are working hard. Dart's right behind him in the 4 car. We're along board with the 51. Looks like he's made the pass on the 48. Let's see if we can't move back one. We got, okay, we're in the 4 car. We've got Dart following this battle here, which looks like it's for 5th. Rhino's currently in P5. We've got Typhoid in P6, and Dart's hanging on here in that Mobile 1 Ford Mustang number 4 car, right in the mix for P5. 48's going to put it on the outside. Sometimes you can get a little bit of momentum out there, and if you can get alongside, it's going to choke off any momentum that a low car had. He is definitely going to try and make that work. Rhino is definitely working that dark groove down at the bottom. 48 might just be trying to bait him to throw a block up there and then do a crossover under him. Looks like we got a good battle for second going. Let's see if we can't get back up through the field. 8's got a front row seat for this battle. 19 is working on the 17. They're still all on the same straightaway with the leader, so it's not that Jacob is actually pulling away. As you can expect, there's some sparks flying here at a night race at Bristol, both from on the track and the cars making contact with the wall. You can kind of use that to finish a turn, but any contact with that wall is a little bit of a momentum killer. Looks like the 19 is definitely working on making his car thinner for the rest of the race. Oh, big hit. Looks like he got a little snappy loose on him. Unavoidable contact from the 8. Let's see if we can't move to one of our TV cameras of this. Watch this play out. good battle here. It's kind of settled down. Let's see if we can't move through the field. Here's some racing back here. 3 and the 12, chasing down the 21 with Bogey. That's Robbie and JB. Robbie in the 3, JB in the 12. It looks like right behind him they have Dart. I'm sorry, they have B. Cole, Jayco. They've got the 43 fan running the 2 car this year, and Rage to Overcome in the 24. They're making it work back here. And then we've got Daytona eyeballing this, probably just playing it safe, trying to keep the sheet metal intact. Let this racing play out. Oh, we got a big hit, big hit. Looks like Bogey's around. Oh, yep, there's the 21. Tons of sheet metal. There's not much room between the track and the inside wall here. He was able to keep it down low, let the leaders go by. Looks like the leaders took the yellow at the start-finish line. This is going to be a manual caution. The race directors are working with the field right now to identify if there's any lap down cars. I doubt it with this early in the race. They will let the 21 catch the field, and then they'll be opening up the pits. Field is slowed down here as we're doing this, and we're waiting to enter the pits. Let's see where we're at. We definitely have some cars thinking about pitting. Let's just jump over to the race chat and see if we can hear what's going on.
Got a caution here with 6 to go and stage 1 here, Tucson.
Appreciate that update, Abel.
4 to go.
4 to go in stage 1. We got 3 in the pits. Once they come out, you guys can start the once they come out.
Take care of business, race directors. I'll be watching. Thanks.
We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, so that was important information. This is going to be pretty much, they're going to be trying to get back to green, and that's one of the reasons why we do the manual cautions. They're going to be able to get these cars out, probably slow it down enough to be able to go racing with 2 to go. So they'll get green, so it'll be green-white checker for stage 1 here at Bristol. The field's going to be all packed up. Obviously, cars that needed to get some repairs are going to get those repairs. Some people, I seriously doubt there's going to be a lot of ability to move up through the field in 2 laps here for taking tires. People are going to probably wait to take tires at stage end. However, with the way this caution broke, people could potentially take fuel and tires and then stay out at stage end and maybe reposition themselves from somewhere in the back of the field to the front of the field. So we'll have to see how we're going. Right now we're riding along with the P2 car. They do choose maybe even P3 car if they've chosen. Looks like they're getting ready to go green. Let's watch and listen to it here as they're going to be going green for the last 2 laps. Have a good view. There they go. It's green flag, green flag, green flag. That low line, you don't have a lot of space to be able to use any momentum. You've got to know that your tires are going to hold. 8's battling with the 3 car, his RCR partner there. 8 car got a little loose. Let's get to the front. Rhinoff got a little push up there by 19. It's really hard not to get together here. I'm going to stay right here because we can see the leaders. So it's 15, 17. If that wasn't, here they come. They're going to be coming to the final lap. That was it. That was the final lap. So looks like stage 1 is going to be the 15, 17, 19, and 51 for our stage 1 top 4. Beyond that, it looks like we might have B. Cole sitting in P5 for getting some important stage points here in our Season 7, Week 2, Race 2 doubleheader night at Bristol. please stay with us. We still have 2 more stages of racing to go. The drivers are figuring out what they're going to need. Here we go. Obviously, some cars pitted, some cars stayed out. Let's see what we've got and listen to what we got going on. Start of stage 2, the 17 is out front. For Dart, definitely some cars have stayed out, expecting probably a caution. So it looks like the 17 likely did not pit, or if he did, he only took fuel. Here we are back. Jacob, who was the leader. Oh, they are battling 3 wide. Jacob's underneath the 51. Oh, Jacob's getting pushed down low. He's going to have to hold it. Oh, he gets up. It's tough to re-enter the track at speed, any type of speed. You don't want to give up the whole field. So he made as safe as re-entry as possible. Here we are for the cars that did pit. They're going to be kind of mired in the back. We got Ozzy in the 19 and the 17 battling up front. This is very similar to battles that they had at Watkins Glen just earlier tonight. 19 just throws it in there. Let's see if we can't get a different camera angle. He's getting some good drive off there. You could hear his engine. He's getting into the engine. Oh, look at that. Side by side racing back in the probably 5th, 6th spot. Let's see if we can't move through the field. 19 has stepped out just a little bit. Here we go. The 12, the 8, the 3, all under a blanket. A little bit of lean in. We got the 45 right in front of the 8. Let's see if we can't change camera angle. Let's see what position we're looking at here. So that's 17. So it looks like the 15 has gotten himself all the way back up into 3rd. Oh, the 21 is down in the wall. Oh, 21 is in the wall. Looks like there's going to be a manual caution. That might have just been it at the line. 15 has moved back up to 3rd. We've got 45 in Daytona Rhino in the 51 battling for 4th. The 8, the 4, the 12, and the 3 all right there on top of each other. The race directors are going to let this sort it out. It's driver integrity on who crossed where on these manual cautions. They're getting the field sorted out now. They'll let the 21 catch up to the field. And then they're going to get the pits open so they can get back to green flag racing. It's one of the advantages. Bogey is either went straight to the pits. Rage is in the pits. Looked like that might have been a little early to open the pits. They might be getting a penalty for entering closed pits. Let's see. I'm really hoping that there wasn't a lag out and a disconnect by any of our drivers. Right along with our leader right now. Let's see what it looks like looking back on the field. They're not choosing. I expect they're going to be opening up pits. Ozzy is not coming. 17 is not coming. With this being okay, we got some takers now going down pit lane. Looks like we got Dart and Typhoid, and the 2 car are going to pit. With the 21 and the 24 on pit road not moving at this point, I'm afraid that means that they've disconnected. So with this a 25%er, it is 2 times wear with stages on. It's likely that some of these drivers are just going to grind it out through stage 1 and stage 2 for as long as possible without taking tires. Gas should not be a problem, and that's likely why the 19 and the 17 are where they're at. However, the 15 looks like they did pit before, so they likely are going to have fresher tires as this stage wears on. Let's see if we can't get another look at pit road. So we got Jayco 12, the 3. Yeah, with the 21 and 24 still on pit road, it looks unfortunate like we've lost 2 drivers of our field tonight. It's unfortunate. We've been seeing upwards of 15 to 20 drivers each week. I believe at Michigan we had 24 drivers. At Daytona we had 22 drivers. Those were both our Wednesday night races as part of our Season 7, Week 1 and Week 2 race schedule. Please, I'll put the Discord invite as we're waiting for them to sort the field here. I'll put it right up in the middle of the screen, make it a little bit easier for you to find. So they're choosing, which means now we're going to be getting ready to go green. I'll post the Discord again later in the broadcast at the end. Please feel free to point your camera at it, click that link, join our Discord, let us know what racing series you're interested in. Admin will take care of you, get you on track for some good, fast, clean racing here in NASRAC. So with the choosing, it looks like the 19 and 17 took the high line. 15, probably with fresher tires, is comfortable taking that low line. He did get beat around pretty badly working that low line earlier, so he and the 51 are going to hope to slot in and get single file. They're going to get some pressure from behind from the 45 and the 12 with where we're looking, but looks like they've got half a lap before they're going to go back. Green flag racing here. I'd love to jump into the driver's comms channel and listen to this start, but here we go. They're going to be entering the Geico restart zone. 19 is leading it, 19 is away. 15 got a good start from the low line. His tire's going to allow him to hold. 19 now has free room to use both high and low lines. Oh, the 15 just used enough of the track to get in front of the 17. We've got the 8 pushing the 45. We know the 8 pitted earlier. He likely has fresher tires. 3 wide's not going to work. They are close to each other, but they are not hitting each other, folks. Look at that. That is good, clean driving. 17's given some way. He is on older tires. Very, very close racing here between the 17 and the 8. 45 sticking it under. 17 looks like he's given up some momentum by being out on older tires. We've got Rhino moved into third, and Jacob is working on the leader. I'm afraid if I try and cycle through the field, we might miss that race in the front. Jacob is still working on Aussie for P1. We're currently looking at 3rd, 4th, and 5th right here with the 45 and 5th. That's a good battle up front. Let's see if I can't move through to it. Here we are currently riding along with the 8 with Evil King and P4. He's working on Rhino. He's got a really good view of what's going on in the lead. Looks like the 15 just cleared the 19. 19's doesn't have enough momentum to get it underneath. Again, the 15 likely has fresher tires than a lot of these cars. We are deep into laps on stage 2 right now. Stage points are important. The first 5, the 5 finishers in each stage, stage 1 and stage 2, will get extra stage points, bonus points, and all those bonus points come in handy at the end of the season as you're looking to get you racked and stacked for the playoffs. Big hit on the wall, lost some momentum there by the 8. Let's see if we can't cycle through. Here a little bit further back, we've got Dart, B. Cole, the 48. And it looks like they're still, 17 looks like he's still falling back. Jaco, 62 is under the 17. Typhoid and 48 is under the 17. Inadvertent contact there. You got to figure the 17's got a car he's trying to hold on to as many spots as possible, but he's got older tires. We're back up to the front. Things are looking pretty consistent. The 15 is using all of that racetrack all the way out to the wall. Here we ride along with Oz. Let's see if we can't change the camera angle. Get a better look at the whole field. So good battle for third right there between 51 and the 8. 45 is kind of falling back, and it's falling back into the clutches of the 12. Let's see if we can't move back and see who that is. Typhoid and 10. Typhoid is the one that inadvertent contact with the, here we are with the leader, with the 17. Right along 17, he has slipped. He's got some damage on the front. Combined with old tires, probably giving that a handful. So we got the 12 and the 3 working on the 45 here. This should be for P5. Good close racing. 12 likely has fresher tires than the 45. 45's been using up some of theirs racing in that for that top 3 position with the 51 and the 8. The 3 and the 12 are looking at, contact. Let's keep them straight, boys. Good job, good job, good job. Let's go back to that. Good racing action there. Oh, the 45 got touched up just enough. It's easy to keep the car straight here. It's easy to keep making laps even with a little bit of damage. The 3 and the 12 are fighting hard. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, this should be for 5th place. It looks like we've got the 8 And we are coming down on laps here in stage 2, so there's going to be some hard racing here to try and get that last spot for points. Let's see if we can't move back to the front. Here we are at the front. So it looks like we got the 15, the 19, the 8 looks like they just made a pass on the 51, so that's going to be a big move for third. And that might have been right at the line. We'll see how things shake out. Definitely looks like we're at the end of stage 2. Looks like we've got the 15, the 19, and either 51 or 8 in third. And it looks like JB managed to hang on to the last point spot for end of stage 2. Let's join the driver's chat and see what they've got to say.
We're going into stage 3 right now. Stage 2 just ended.
Good deal. Anybody know how many laps you got in stage 3?
63 remaining.
Great, excellent, great driving, guys. Putting on a great show.
Thank you, bro.
All right, once again, I'll put the QR code. I'll put this one in the upper right-hand side of the screen. We're getting ready to go again. 17's gotten some damage there. Underway, stage 3. Here we are up front. Got a mix of cars. Some cars obviously have opted to stay out, so it looks like we got the 19, who was in P2, stayed out. The 10 definitely made some moves up. So did the 3. There's the 15 currently battling with the 51. No, he's battling with the 3 for third right now. I'm afraid to move away from this camera view. It might be a little hard for you all to see who the drivers are, but we've got, oh, way to save it, Rhino. Way to save it. Inadvertent contact. There's a lot of movement right now. We've got drivers that are on different sets, different tire strategies. Looks like the 15 has cleared the 10 for second. We've got the 8 in the outside line. Lots of movement back there. The 10 and the 3 are battling with the 51 and the 12. We definitely have the 15 is throwing it in. As far back as the 15 started, he obviously either made an adjustment to her car or maybe took 2 tires. And here we've got the 8. The 8's looking. Evil King, again, one of our OGs with NASRAC, NAPA Cup Racing. 2-time NAPA Cup champion. He is working on Ozzy here. They're both, oh, that must have been a race for the line. We're under a manual caution now. I can tell by the way the field checked up. Let me see. Yeah, the game wouldn't be allowing cars to go that far. Looks like Ozzy, who opted to stay out to get some position there, realizes either his setup or his tires aren't going to let him compete with that 15. He's going to have to do something to give him a little bit more oomph later on in the race. So by bypassing, taking the tires at the stage end, kind of forcing them in now. Looks like 17's doing the same. It's going to be interesting. These are 2 of our faster cars with the 15 opting to come in. Let's see what else we got here. Right along with Typhoid, right behind Dart. 15 out front. 12 looks like they're going to be in 5th or 6th spot. Their teammate, the 2 car, 43 fan in the 2. Discount tire, Ford Mustang. Looks like they're currently slotted in 4th. They've likely already chosen up, because I do believe with the 19 pitting, the 8 car was 2nd and chose the high line. When it got to the 3, they were the first car to probably choose the low line. So we are under manual caution. The race directors do this to run the minimal number of laps under yellow as possible, get us back to green flag racing. Everybody prefers the green flag racing. Game cautions, especially at a track like this, will roll off probably 4, 5, or even 6 laps under caution. And by doing manual cautions, we're able to get the field back to racing usually within 2 to 3 laps, which gives us a lot more racing action on the field. chances for cars to make passes under green. Here we are, stage 3. We're going to be getting ready to go green. Outside line has the leader, and there they go. Outside line takes off. We got the 3 and the 8 car, our teammates. You'd expect the 3 to at least let the 8 get clear, so there goes the 8. 3 is moving up. Got the 2 and the 12 teammates also. JB just scored some important points there at the end of stage 2 by finishing 5th. The 8 is working over the bumper. Oh, he's getting inside, looking inside. Good clean racing up front. Good clean racing here for our top 5. Rhino's trying to push JB hard, using some of his momentum going to the outside. 2 cars trying to pick up valuable points here. Having missed some races earlier in the season, this would be the 4th race we've seen. Oh, look like we might be under another caution. Let me see what we got here. Yep, we got Typhoid around. Let me work through the field here if I can. 45. Looks like the 45 and the 8. 17 is back here. Don't see any damage on the 17. They've opened the pits, and they're probably going to start choosing now so they can get back to green flag action as quickly as possible. I know we're viewing bogey right now, but 21 and 24 are on pit lane. We believe they disconnected earlier in the race. So they are choosing. You can see that the lines are forming up again pretty much the same way they did just for that last restart. They're going to wait till they get all cars out of the pits and form back up. I'm going to try and get a different camera angle here so we can... We're going to be riding along in the first car on the low line. The 8 car was the P2 car. Here we go. Should be green flag. Nope. We're going to go one more time around. Once again, manual cautions are handled by the race directors. Attempt to get the field back to green flag racing as much as possible. We are likely probably 1/3 of the way through stage 3 here. I believe I heard 60 laps was the call for stage 3. We've run probably about 20 laps here. Had 2 cautions already. Some of these cars are more beat up than others. I am anxious to see where the 19 and 17 are. Let's see if we can get up through. Here's a good camera angle. So it looks like they're sitting right about 6th or 7th. They're going to have fresher tires in the 15, but here we go. Restart zone. There goes the 15. 15's away. 3 looks like he might have let his teammate get the momentum to be able to chase down the leader. We're going to have to switch around here. Good racing behind. Riding along board of Robbie Stevens, 3 car Chevy. Oh, a little bit of contact, inadvertent contact. It's tough when you try and keep your car off the wall. Sometimes once it does grip, your tires aren't pointing down the track, they're pointing towards the inside wall, and it pulls that nose down. If somebody's coming up from that low line, it's likely there's going to be contact. There's the 19. We expect the 19 and 17 to be moving through the field on fresher tires. 3's trying to hold them down. You know those guys are telling them spotters are there. Oh, we got another caution. At a track like this, and we just see the nose of the 17 coming into view there. You know at a track like this, in stage 3, cautions are going to breed cautions. Looks like this is again another manual caution. Let's go through the field and see if we can't figure out. Looks like 2 car 43 fan is coming down pit road. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. Currently right along with Daytona in the 45, Dart in the 4, and it looks like Jayco in the 62 outside. Pretty sure there's a glitch on that 48 car. I'm pretty sure they would have pitted and got that damage, got that sheet metal banged out. Right along with the Cole here. Field's forming back up. Let's see if we can't jump to the front of the field. This might be a good place to start. See if we can't jump in with Rhino. Here we go. We're on board with Rhino in the 51. Again, the lines have chosen the 8 and staying right there with the 15. Are they going? They are going. They're away. More green flag laps here in stage 3. NASRAC NAPA Cup Series, Season 7, Week 2, Race 2 at Bristol. 12 is working it. He's using all he can down there in the low to mid groove. 51's holding them off a little bit. Still got a nose there. Very respectful racing. The 19 wants in. He wants in on that battle. There you go. The 51's looking to make a little bit of a crossover on the 12, changing lines from high groove to low groove. Really depends upon who's got tires right now. Very close racing. Spotters are working overtime. We got the 8 chasing down the 15 out front. 51 lost some momentum there. Now we got 17 back in the picture. We know the 19 and 17 have the freshest tires of the bunch. They were all the way to the back of the field, mid-pack last caution, and now they're up here battling for the top 5. They're going to work that high line together, it looks like. 19's trying to get to the outside of the 12. 12 is doing his best to use up all that racetrack. Rob any momentum the 19 may have. I'd love to jump up to our leaders. The 8 is really working hard on the 15. Looks like we might have had another caution. Yes. Get another caution out. Let's see if we can't get a better view and see. So it looks like we got the 3, the 48, the 62, the 4, the 10 and the 2. There's our 1-2. I know the 8's got to get tired of looking at that 15 rear bumper, but Jacob's doing a hell of a job of keeping that 15 out front. These cars are probably on older tires than everybody behind them. Possibly the 12 is on the same match set of tires. They have just chosen again. The 8 consistently is going to pick to run in the tire tracks of the 15. They've both been getting good starts. They've been able to get single file outside that low line. It's likely because it's hard when you're on the inside line and the leaders on the outside line to be able to see them, to know when they're going. It's much easier to get a jump in time, the restart, when you're following the leader outside line, especially at a short track like this. So the field looks like it's formed up. I don't want to move away from this battle here. I'll stay on board the 8. We'll see what this restart looks like. Leaders in the restart zone. And they waved it off. Okay, so we're going to be going around one more time. We are probably at least halfway through, if not a little bit more than halfway through. That was some, the laps took off fast here at Bristol, so that was some good green flag racing between cautions. I believe this is the 3rd caution in stage 3. But we probably ticked off enough laps that we're at least halfway through stage 3. The drivers have their hands full right now. I don't want to drive over to the Racecom's channel and either distract the drivers or the race directors, so here's the field. Let's get to our leader. Right on board Jacob in that 15 Ford Mustang. Here goes leader. He's in the restart zone. Green, green, green. Back to green flag racing, stage 3, NAPA Cup Series. Good racing. 19, 12, battling for 3rd. Rhino in the 51's right there. Looks like Typhoid in the 48 is also battling on the outside. 17 looks like they're just stuck behind the 48 right now. 17 and 19 were moving up the field together on their fresher tires. Oh, Rhino, hold it. Rhino was down to the inside line. Lots of room for him to come back up the track. It's a good view of the field. Right along with the leader here. Looks like the closest battle is going to be right there for 4th with the 48 and the 12. 17's got fresher tires probably than either of them, and it looks like he's going to make use of them down low. 19 is filling the mirror of the 8. The 8 been doing that of the 15 for most of this race. Looks like the 12 put it on the outside of the 48. 48's got, oh, the 18 throws it in. I mean, the 8. Anybody that's been watching NASRAC NAPA Cup Series racing knows that the Evil King was driving the 18 previous season. As a Kurt Busch fan, he's now in the 8 car. He really threw it in but wasn't able to make that stick. Good thing is that Ozzy wasn't able to take advantage of either. It looks like the 17 has cleared the 12 car. 48 cars falling back. Looks like we have 17, 12, and 51 currently battling for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Let's see if we can get a different angle here. This is a good battle up front. Here we're riding along with Aussie Rules 19 Toyota Camry Bass Pro in 3rd. You got to know he's trying to think of how he's going to get around that 8. He wants that 15. He wants to be able to catch that 15. They're both using up their wall there. Oh, they're using the whole track. It's going to take probably at least half a lap to get your momentum back. Find your groove. Let's see what else racing we got going on here. Let's look back from the 19. Okay, we have the 17. Looks like, again, they cleared the 12 a while back. They haven't closed up on the bumper of the 19. They're waiting for a little bit, probably more side-by-side action. Here comes the 19 side-by-side action. We were just mentioning that. It's going to allow the 17 to cycle up through here. Again, I believe the 19 and 17 have fresher tires than the 8 and the 15. Let's see if we can't jump on board. You see really good racing back there for 5th. The 12 and the 51. Can't see who they're holding off. That might be Jayco. Let's see if we can't cycle through here. Yep, it's going to be Jayco in the 62. Jacory's battling with the 51 for 6th place right now. They're both right in the tire tracks of the 12. We're looking at our top 4 cars there. So this is a battle for P5. 51's looking under the 12. 51's looking under the 12. 12's got some momentum. Oh, they meet in the middle. It's going to hurt a little bit. Oh, looks like they're shoved from the 48 to the 12. 62's using all the racetrack he can. Now there's some beating and banging. Looks like the 2 cars mixing up in there. Looks like the 2 cars trying to be a wingman for his teammate, the 12 car. 2 car hasn't made many races to score some points. We got the 12 car was there's another push from the 48 to the 12. Some more side banging. You got to know this late in a race, people aren't going to give an inch. Looks like the 12's got his teammate right behind him and the 45 behind them. Let's see what we've got going on up front. Looks like the 17 might have caught. Oh, we got the 48 down on the wall. 2's working on the 48. 12. Trying to get back to our front guys. Here we go. Looks like we got a manual caution. Looks like Lucky Dog might be the number 3 car because he's going all the way around. If any of you familiar with NASCAR Heat 5, it's got its limitations with being able to pick your camera view and pick your driver, so trying to cycle through there, wasn't really sure. There was enough beat and banging. I'm not surprised there was a caution out. Looks like we've got the 15 car still holding on to P1 with the 19 car in P2. I caught a glimpse of the blue 17 getting underneath the white, black, and red number 8. So it looks like they have swapped positions. 17 car is currently in P3, 8 cars in P4. They're going to be opening up the pits. I imagine you'll see some cars other than the 3-car Lucky Dog going to be pitting. Looks like Lucky Dog has caught the field, so they might open up the pits this time by. See if there's any takers. Riding along with the leader. Slowing the field down. Depending upon what you do to your car here, 2 tires, 4 tires, maybe splash of fuel. I'm not quite sure if that's needed if you took fuel at the end of the stage. And then any tweaks based on how your car's handling, it's going to be really important to see who gets off pit road. So we'll try and stay on board here. See if we can't move to the we go. So we'll be sitting here at the end of pit road. 19, 15, 15's away. 15 looks like he's going to grab that position. We have some cars that stayed out on the track, so that's going to be important. We're going to cycle back through the field and see who they need to catch. We're going to jump back over into the Discord race comms, see if we can't get an update.
We're getting off the caution. Go to Stone. 110 out of 125. Houston.
Copy that.
Yeah, Russ.
We're choosing up right now.
Taking the outside. Sorry, 15's
19 inside.
8 outside.
Hey, JB.
62 in.
Yeah. You sure you have that?
Yes.
51 inside.
Finish strong, drivers. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
12 high.
35. No.
All right, so that was the final caution. Looks like that's 110 out of 125. They've chosen they're not going green this time by. You see them going through the, they're going to be going through the Geico restart zone. So we'll do one more time, come by. So that's probably 111. So it looks like we might be going green with 13 laps left. No manual cautions with 5 to go, only game cautions. So we'll see. This is going to be some cars up front that we're not used to seeing. See if we can't ride along with them. Here we go. They're going to be coming to the Geico restart zone. 45s, looks like their leader outside line. Green flag, green flag. Late in stage 3. 48's moving the 15 up, 15 to 17, and 19. 19's going low. 48, oh, there's a lot of cars hitting each other. 45 look like they got all sorts of loose. This is definitely going to be another caution. If the game doesn't catch it, somebody's going to be calling it. It definitely looked like the 45 broke loose. It happens on older tires. They're likely racing back to the line. Oh, and it looks like the 3 got collected. So there is racing back to the line on manual cautions. It's likely what we've got here. Right along with the 2 car. Seems like there's some people probably trying to communicate and drive and race direct. So we're going to see our race directors open up the pits one more time. Let's ride along with the 8 here. Those cars that stayed up front definitely didn't help themselves out much. Unfortunately, it looks like the 45 on whatever, however old tires he had, really got a spin on. Let's see if we can't see. The 48 managed to 5. He got taken high-low by the 19 and 17. Looks like the 17's picked up some damage and will be pitting. Looks like Rhino's going to the pits. Looks like the 45's going to the pits. The 3 car and the 2 car all going to the pits. See if we can't cycle through the cars that have stayed out on the track. They are choosing already. You know, these guys are making repairs, making tweaks. We've got Dart currently starting the 4th row on the outside line, followed by Bcole in the 10 car. Down low is Typhoid, the 48, 62, Ja'Cory, 12 car of JB. Here comes the 3 car. Definitely looked like he got dumped either under caution or just after caution was called. Let's move back up to the front. Those restarts are going to be important, especially for the outside line. The outside line seems to be the cars that have been up front longer. They've just passed the restart zone and they're still going caution speed, so they're going to wave it off. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably 4 more laps, so we're probably right at about 10 to go. I'm probably going to go green with 9 to go. So please stay with us. This is going to be a big finish. You know, they call this the bull ring, the mixing bowl, for a reason. Cautions this late in a race tend to breed other cautions. Everybody's trying to get every spot possible. Right along with the 19, hopefully so that when I flip through cameras, we'll ride along from this view. Leader's got the field, leader in the outside line, leader's the 15. Geico restart zone. Green, 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 green. 62 and 48 are already fighting for position. 8 cars trying to stay wide. 19 and 15 are clear of the low line. 8 cars looks like they're fighting to be clear of the low line. They are clear. Top 3 cars, 15, 19, and 8. 48's battling back on the high side. A little bit of contact with the outside wall. We're looking back at P2, 15 cars in P1 out front. 48 cars falling back. Looks like the 62 and Rhino are filling out 4th and 5th. 12 cars right there in the heels, right in the tracks of the 51. Laps are counting down. We're certainly in single-digit number of laps right now. Past start-finish line for another lap. Another lap completed. See if we can't find our leader. Here we are riding with 3rd place car. 8 cars giving a little momentum push to the 19. See if he can't get underneath. Looking underneath, looking underneath. Trying to see where the 17 is. 17's moving up. Looks like he's currently in 6th, battling for 7th. Back there. 8 cars looking again. This is the battle for P2 that we're watching right now. Battle for P2. 19 still holds off. Looks like Jacob. Oh, looks like the 17 might have gotten loose and gone down into the wall. 62 and the 51 battling for 4th place right now. 12 cars right there. 4th, 5th, and 6th under a blanket. We're likely down to 5 laps to go. 15 cars. Got comfortable 5, 6 car lengths out on the 19. 19's got his hands full with the 8. This isn't a track where these 2 cars are going to work together to catch the leader. So they're going to try and get whatever they can right now. Jayco is working on, let's see if we can't move back right here. Now we're riding along with Rhino. Rhino and Jayco are currently battling for 3rd. I'm sorry, for 4th. The 8 is battling with the 19 for 2nd and 3rd. And that might have been our race, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's why we saw some aggressive blocking right there. The way the cars are moving, I think the game has grabbed it. Really exciting racing here. We've had our QR code up there. Join our Discord. Please pull out your camera, point it at the code, hit that link, do our new driver survey, and we'll have admins get with you and get you on the track with us. Let's see if we can't find our leader here. There's the 15. We'll jump over to the we'll actually wait for the leaders and race directors to come to us here in the broadcast booth. We'll hopefully get a screenshot from one of the race directors to be able to share here on the screen to get the finishing order and details. Appreciate all you race fans staying with us this long in our doubleheader broadcast. We concluded our Watkins Glen broadcast roughly about an hour ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. And this is going to be wrapping up with some booth time with the hopefully P1 and P2 from both races, Watkins Glen and Bristol. And have our race directors kind of give us a recap of what we're just watching there at Bristol. Bear with me, we'll get those drivers in and rejoin here in a minute.
Tombstone. We'll meet again.
Yo. Oh yeah, good times, good racing.
All right, looks like I am now broadcasting. I hope I'm not broadcasting both in online streaming and in Discord. I should be able to hear you guys just fine. Can you guys give me a mic check? Go ahead and talk.
Evil 1-2.
Yep, we're good. It's hitting the stream. Thank you guys. That was some crazy racing there. I was trying to count down the laps in my head. Again, having no leaderboard visible for the Heat 5 observer.
Yeah.
But good, hard racing. Those restarts looked like they were pretty tough. Can I get just kind of a recap from the race directors on where we were for Bristol tonight? How it ran?
Bristol. First, I mean, Bristol's Bristol. Short track racing. You're gonna rub fenders. You're gonna get into people. First couple stages for 1 and 2 were solid. I mean, you're gonna get the car that spins out coming off the apron or coming off the wall and tagging another car. But
sure.
The last stage, it was that's when it gets spicy, as I like to say. So
and
people jockeying for position.
Yeah, and it definitely looked like some people were operating on different tire strategies too.
Yeah, oh yeah. The 48 was he didn't take tires on the last pit, so he took a gamble, and he kind of paid for it because everybody else kind of went in or they were on newer tires versus brand new tires, like 97, 96% versus maybe 80s, low 90s. But at Bristol, that'll cash a check and or push you in the pits,
Yeah, for sure. Looks like I've got our chat window up here. Apologize, I'm just trying to resize things on the fly here while we're live on the air. And all right, we got you guys now as part of our stream. So I know it's challenging for the race directors, but from a driver's perspective, I know we've got some drivers in here. Jacob, you want to give us a perspective of what it looked like from you've worked your way. You were at the front and then worked your way back up to the front. So how was it racing at Bristol?
Oh, dude, I love this place. Love Bristol. I always like the short tracks. There was a bunch of different strategies from stage 2, stage 1 into stage 2, and then stage 2 into stage 3. I was pretty adamant that I just wanted to try to be up front, and then when I got mired back in the traffic with the fresher tires, I just had to be the nicest I could and try to work my way through the field without running people over.
Nope, that's understandable.
Good racing with the 19 of Aussie and Evil 2. It was a good race.
Yeah, I definitely saw the 19 and the 17 opt for a different tire strategy than you, and it seemed like it was working for them, and they were actually working the high line together. But then a couple of those cautions, looks like they kind of mixed up the pack, and looks like the 17 got caught in a blender back there with a couple cars. I will say that the strategies on choosing the high line versus low line was very interesting. I could definitely see the 8 car was constantly picking to go in the high line with the 15. I know part of that must be to be able to time the restart, but it's also where your car works best.
Yeah, yep. That's
the preferred line for me was the outside, so that's why I chose the outside.
I learned early. I learned early on the run that I dropped to the inside to try to maybe catch a couple positions, and then those positions passed me on the outside. So all night I was like, I'm gonna move up to the high line, and I don't care how many cars were up there because I'm gonna be right in line with them. So that's the high line is. High line's key there. Momentum's key.
Gotcha. Rhino, you were battling in top 5, just outside the top 5. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to get a recap. Robbie, can you give us a recap on the top 5 finishers were at Bristol? Do you have it available?
I
got you.
Pull it up.
We'll just let you read it off. I was able to share the Watkins Glen one to the screen before ending that broadcast. So, Rhino, why don't you tell us about what your perspective was, because you were really kind of in the heat of it, battling for that third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yeah, I thought it really had a really good car, especially definitely top 5, maybe top 3, and then, you know, just got caught in some stuff in the back of the field, middle of the pack. Had to find my way back, and, you know, had to be a little aggressive at the end to do it, but that's just kind of where the race was going towards the end. So I was able to work my way back up to 5th and, you know, have a good night.
Yeah, I could definitely see you and the 12 were around each other a lot all night. And JB, you want to tell us what it was like piloting that 12 car? It looks like you got a little bit more sheet metal damage there in stage 3 than you had all night. But I know that it looked like your teammate, the 2 car, was working as a wingman there for you.
Yeah, third stage I got roughed up a little bit, but I had a fast car. It was a good race. Felt good.
They call it the bull ring for a reason, right? Especially stage 3 as the laps were winding down. It seemed like there was
absolutely
a lot more aggressive driving.
Last great Coliseum.
Yep, there you go. So JB, where'd you finish tonight?
I finished, I believe, 7th. I finished 7th in both races, I believe.
Yeah, I know it looks like you got critical stage points there at the end of stage 2. I was trying to tell the race fans that are watching the stream how the points sort out and how those top 5 stage finishers get bonus points.
I had decent stages.
There you go. You got a top 10 right there.
A little better in the first couple weeks.
Excellent. If anybody wants to just share, did you send it in the?
Robbie sits it in the direct chat. Thank you.
Okay. Can't get that onto the stream. Sorry. If you guys just drop it into the Discord chat, I can actually pull it up on the stream.
You had Corey and Rhinov filled out the top 5.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I was calling the 62's number quite a lot tonight, especially there at Bristol.
Good night for RCR.
Well, Jacob, you pulled the double tonight. We had our double header, right?
Look at RCR, bro.
Watkins Glen and Bristol. Couldn't be 2 different types of tracks, and
yeah, Watkins Glen. I knew Watkins Glen where there was the 19 and the 17 were basically just as fast as I was. I think I was a little bit better than the 17 through the bus stop. And the main reason we got around the 17 there late was it looked like he got a little loose in one of the rumble strips off the bus stop, and he went way to the left going into the carousel into the grass, and I was able to get around him, and then I held on.
Yeah, we were actually watching that battle when it happened, so yeah, it definitely looked like his car got up on edge and danced a little bit, and he went out to the grass. And then when it happened again when he was pressing you through the S's and came out again, looked like his car caught an edge, wobbled, and went out to the grass. So you know, drivers can be faster in different places. That was definitely one where you held a better line. All fast cars. It's just amazing. You translated, you know, a fast car at Watkins Glen, swapped out cars, and had a fast car at Bristol. So congrats on the double. The Bristol race was one of our 7 featured special event races this year, and is a prize race. So I will be getting you your $10 PlayStation gift card via Discord DM. If not later tonight, then tomorrow.
Okay.
Congrats on that. Jaco, thanks for joining the booth. I heard you were rounding out the top 5 for us at Bristol. Jaco, mute.
RCR, baby.
There you go, Jaco. You rounded out our top 5. Yep, you were one of our top 5 at Bristol tonight.
I believe that be the case, yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. Way to represent.
and we're making improvements. You know, we dumped the Ford manufacturer back there a couple weeks ago during the lag storm, and things have been on the up and up since.
Good. Yeah. Well, we saw the 3-car up there up front too on several of the restarts. So I think 2 of your team cars in the top 5 is looking promising going forward as we fortunately wrap up our second race of week 2. I know the Race Directors League admins will be getting points posted. If not tomorrow, then on Monday. But
we'll say 3 in the top 10. We won't stop at top 5. We'll say 3 in the top 10.
Good showing.
RCR, baby.
Yep. Race Directors, anything else before we conclude this broadcast?
Just thank all the drivers for coming out, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. So.
Oh yeah, stronger and faster together, and I'm glad to be moving on to bigger and brighter tracks.
I believe we've got Richmond and.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe Richmond's
tires and light the fires, baby.
Yep, Richmond and Kansas. So that's our Wednesday, Saturday night races next week. Are Richmond and Kansas, 25% Wednesday, 50% on Saturdays. Neither one are a special event race, so there's not going to be any gift cards on the line next week. But hopefully we'll have someone else join us in the booth and improve our audio-video capabilities here at NASRAC headquarters. But thank you for joining us. I'll put the Discord link up in the middle of the screen. Hit that QR code, find us, join. Look forward to having some clean, fast race drivers join us at NASRAC Racing League.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks.
Thanks,
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, bro. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man.